Pilot's boarding started.
Very good day everybody, and welcome to another video. This is your favorite funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and I'll be your captain for today's flight. Today we'll be flying from Turkey to Georgia. We'll be flying from Istanbul to Tbilisi using the real-world operated flight, Turkish Airlines 378, for about a 2-hour flight. Let's get everything going, because GSX, which we're using, is starting to beep at us. We're also using real-world time, real-world weather, and SayAttentions.ai for our ATC. Alright, so let's get into this. Because the aircraft needs some power, obviously, to open those doors. Let's see. External power is available. Let's actually also turn on the batteries. Or wait, were they on or off? Oh, here they are. My bad. Yeah. Alright, so cool. And then we should be able to open those doors. Low battery. Oh, okay. Door still appears to be stuck there. There's an opening. So open the flight deck door. We can at least hear the passengers. Sometimes you can actually see them sit down. So crew, oxygen supply, ground control can be turned on, and let's get our aiders going. Alright. Let's get our OSP. And I think we should import our flight plan, shall we? Just to do a little sound check on standby. Alright, that sounds beautiful. Sounds like a zebra singing Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, but then in B flat. Okay, cluster X15, cruising 350, and the fuel will be 9,008 kilograms. And let's see what's our departure and arrival. Departure, the EKAWE 1 Delta out of runway 35 left. Then we'll get to our chart as well. 35 left, this one right here. I think we're parked around here somewhere, so it's quite close by. So 8 is 128.850. And delivery 121.7.
NEA QNH1016. Transition level 130. Flight inspection aircraft conducting checks in the area. Advise on initial contact you have information mine. Istanbul Airport, information mine. 1350 Zulu. Arriving runways 35 right, 34 left, 36. Departing runways 35 left, 34 left, 36. Wind 020 at 9er. Cav OK. Temperature 26, dew point 18. QNH1016. Transition level 130. Flight inspection aircraft conducting checks in the area.
Alright, that's the information that we need. Information Mike, wind 020 at 9 knots today. The temperature 26, QNH1016. Transition level 130. And then we can go ahead and request our departure. Or our IFR clearance, and let's go to our OFP. Come on. Delivery, good afternoon, Turkish 378 Hagenler. Type is Airbus A321-200. We are at gate Bravo 12 right. Information Mike, requesting IFR clearance to Tbilisi.
Turkish 378, cleared to Tbilisi via the EKAWE 1 Delta departure. Venice file, climb 4000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.905, squawk 4145. Expect runway 35 left.
Cleared via the EKAWE 1 Delta departure, then as filed initial climb 4000. I expect flight level 350 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.905, squawk 4145, and are departing runway 35 left, Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.67 knots.
To 1.675. Alright, let's set everything up. That's our ground frequency. Let's get our squawk code. 4145.
KLM 1960 ready to
Well, we have seated passengers today. That's always nice. I like it.
KLM 1960, runway 35 left to taxi via Tango 3, Tango 5, Tango Charlie, Tango 3, November Whiskey, Delta, Charlie 1, Bravo Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short of runway 35 right.
Before we do anything, let's check the
runway 35 left taxi via Tango 3, Tango 5, Tango Charlie, Tango 3, November Whiskey, Delta, Charlie 1, Bravo, Charlie 1 Alpha, hold short of runway 35 right, KLM 1960.
We'll turn on the APU, and then we can cool the flight deck and the cabin. So when the APU is available, we should not forget, we should remember to turn on the APU bleed. Let's get some lightings going on here as well.
Turkish 209, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie, Delta, November 5.
Charlie Delta, November 5, Turkish 209er.
Turkish 7 Foxtrot uniform, cross runway 35 right.
Crossing 35 right, Turkish 7 Foxtrot uniform. Right, so the aircraft found its position, that's cool. So the flight number.
Attention all aircraft, November now current, QNH 1015.
Okay, so the information November. 378. Cost index, I think that was 15. 15 and then 350. Cruising 350. Let's get our winds as well. And maybe we can listen to the new ATIS.
Ground, Turkish 17 Victor, taxi to the gate.
Turkish 17 Victor, taxi to parking via Bravo 8, Bravo, hold short of...
R left, 36. Departing runways 35 left, 34 left, 36. Wind 020 at 9er. Cav OK. Temperature 26, dew point 18. QNH 1016. Transition level 130. Flight inspection aircraft conducting checks in the area. Advise on initial contact you have information mic.
Okay, so we are actually still on mic there on the 8th radio. So that will not be the end of things. So there's all our winds. Alright, so for the flight plan. Departure runway 35 left with the EKAWE 1 Delta. EKAWE 1 Delta.
17 Victor cross, runway 17 right.
For the arrival, let's check here.
Victor.
GIMUR 1 Alpha for runway 31 left. I'm never really sure which one to use, the Yankee or the Zulu or the X-ray. So we're just using the first one. Do we have TBS in there? Doesn't really look like it, does it? Insert. Excuse me. So that should be our flight plan. So now to check for any discontinuities. There might just be one right at the airport. That's at 4,500, so that's probably meaning vector.
Turkish 5 Uniform Whiskey, taxi to the
So we
ramp.
copy this one.
Turkish 5 Uniform Whiskey, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie, Delta, November 4, Tango 3, November 6.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 4, Tango 3, November 6, Turkish 5 Uniform Whiskey.
Let's turn on the APU bleed. 37 on the flight deck, 28 degrees inside the cabin. Load the aircraft and we'll do instant. We'll send this to the MCTU. So 68.5, 29, 26.9. And then the takeoff performance. Runway 35 left is correct. Sync the live weather. Calculate. Giving us flaps 2 takeoff. Let's change that to a flaps 1 takeoff and hit calculate again. Then we get 153 for the V1 speed, rotated 161, V2 speed 164. Transition altitude is actually 130, we'll change that ourselves.
Turkish 3 Alpha November, taxi to the gate.
1 up,
Turkish
0.6.
3 Alpha November, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2 Foxtrot, Golf 1, Golf.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Foxtrot, Golf 1, Golf, Turkish 3 Alpha November.
1310 and 1810, that's correct. Alright, cool. And I think we are ready. Let's have a look outside. GSX left, our doors open, as usual. Then the FCU, let's turn on the constraints on both sides. And initial climb was 4,000. Ground Turkish 378, request push and start.
Turkish 378, push and start approved. Face south.
Push and start approved, face south. Turkish 378, thank you.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pit started.
4 Yankee Tango, taxi to the gate.
Turkish 4 Yankee Tango, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 3.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 3, Turkish 4 Yankee Tango.
Three 5 left, excuse me, that's very close by. And we'll push back face south, that's nose to the right. No, I'm not seeing anything.
Turkish 8, Quebec, Mike, doors closed, ready for push and start.
Nose right, tail
Turkish
left.
8 Quebec Mike, push approved. Expect
Release
taxi
parking
shortly.
brakes, please.
Parking brake released.
Commencing push.
Start approved. Turkish
All
8,
engines clear. Start at will.
Jeez, that's loud. Alright, engine number 1.
263 Romeo, taxi to parking via Bravo 8, Bravo, hold short of runway 17 right.
Bravo 8, Bravo, hold short of runway 17 right, Taram 263 Romeo. Engine number 2.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha ready to taxi.
Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha, runway 35 left taxi via Tango 11, November 1, Delta, Charlie 1, Bravo, Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short of runway 35 right.
Oh, that's
Runway
forgetting
35
the
left
fuel
taxi
pump.
via Tango 11, November 1, Delta, Charlie 1, Bravo, Charlie 1 Alpha. Hold short of runway 35 right, Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha.
Should have put on the beacon as well.
Taxi to the gate.
Let's check our fuel. I'm missing a bunch of stats here.
274, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 7 Tango 11.
Let's confirm good engine start.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Foxtrot,
Cockpit to ground.
7, Tango 11,
We have a good engine start.
274.
You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Turkish 8, Quebec Mike, ready to taxi.
So on the ground spoilers,
Turkish
flaps
8
go
Quebec
to
Mike,
1.
runway 36 taxi via Tango 11, Foxtrot 7, Foxtrot, Golf 6 Alpha.
Runway 36 taxi via Tango 11, Foxtrot 7, Foxtrot, Golf 6, Alpha, Turkish 8, Quebec Mike.
Turn off the APU. Let's get this aircraft nice and cool. If you go to the condition page,
Lot 4 Juliet, hotel doors closed, ready for push and start.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Push back and start approved.
Left
Lot
is
4
clear.
Juliet Hotel.
Right is clear.
Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha, give way to the company 320 ahead.
Way to the company 320, Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha. Ground, Turkish 9er Papa Juliet, taxi to parking.
Turkish 9er Papa Juliet, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 3.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 3, Turkish 9er Papa Juliet.
ROLIN 1016 doors closed, ready for push and start.
ground Turkish 378, request taxi.
Lowland 1016, cleared for push and start.
Push back and start approved. ROLIN 1016.
Turkish 378, runway 35 left taxi via Tango 2, Echo 8, Delta 8, Charlie 1, Bravo, Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short of runway 35 right.
Uh, 35 left via Tango 2, Echo 8, Delta 8, Charlie 1, Bravo, Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short runway 35 via Turkish 378.
Turkish 8 Sierra uniform, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie, Delta, November 2, Foxtrot, Golf 1, Foxtrot 2.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Foxtrot, Golf 1, Foxtrot 2, Turkish 8 Sierra uniform.
Delta 8, Echo 8, Delta 8, Charlie 1 Bravo, Charlie 1 Alpha, and we'll hold short right there.
overly complicated.
Northland 1016, runway 36 taxi via November 6 Golf, Golf 6 Alpha.
Taking a right at the end right there.
Runway 36 taxi via November 6 Golf, Golf 6 Alpha, Northland 1016.
Alright, parking brake released.
Egyptair 735, taxi to parking via Charlie 9, Charlie Delta, November 2 Tango 7, November Echo, Tango 8, Tango Delta, Tango 7.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Tango 7, November Echo, Tango 8, Tango Delta, Tango 7, Egyptair 735.
Go ahead.
November ready to taxi.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
Turkish 6 X-ray November, runway 34 left taxi via Tango 11, November 1, Echo Delta 11, Charlie 4, Bravo, Charlie 4, Alpha, hold short of runway 35 right.
Takeoff config tests all green.
Runway 34 left
No
taxi
blue.
via Tango 11, November 1, Echo Delta 11, Charlie 4, Bravo, Charlie 4, Alpha. Hold short of runway 35 right, Turkish 6 X-ray November.
We'll take a right on to Echo 8. Now the scenery that we're using for this airport and the airport at Tbilisi as well. Tbilisi actually, I think it's the only custom scenery that I actually purchased. And
Aeroflot 2131 doors closed, ready for push and start.
Istanbul airport is
Aeroflot
available for 3 hours.
2131, push approved. Expect taxi shortly.
Push back and start approved. Aeroflot 2131. Ground, Turkish 9 Whiskey Charlie, taxi departing.
Turkish 9er Whiskey Charlie, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie, Delta, Delta 8, Echo, Echo 5, Echo 3, Delta.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, Delta 8, Echo, Echo 5, Echo 3, Delta, Turkish 9er Whiskey Charlie.
Alright, so what we're looking at here, man. I think I remember flying out of this airport in the past, not too long ago. But aircraft were piling up here and they would not give us clearance to cross. So I think we're just going to do our own thing here for a little bit, just drive straight through those airplanes. Otherwise, I think we'll be standing here for another 10 more minutes. Just like the KLM there is doing, starting to drive. And these aircraft are all spawned in by Saint engines, so I think we can just pop them if we get close enough. There we go. Ground Turkish 378, holding short 35 right, ready to cross.
Turkish 378, hold short of runway 35 right, A320 on the runway.
Hold short 35 right, Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, cross runway 35 right, then continue taxi via Bravo 1. Bravo.
Cross 35 right, then continue taxi via Bravo 1, Turkish 378.
Turkish 2 Golf Sierra, taxi to parking via Charlie 9er, Charlie, Delta, November 2, Tango 7, November Echo, Tango 8, Tango Delta, Tango 9er.
Charlie 9er, Charlie Delta, November 2, Tango 7, November Echo, Tango 8, Tango Delta, Tango 9er, Turkish 2 Golf Sierra.
Turkish 378, contact tower on 118.075, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Turkish 378.
Right, Turkish 7 Juliet Alpha.
And then 118.905. Tower Turkish 378 holding short, runway 35 left, ready for departure.
Turkish 378, Istanbul, Airport Tower, runway 35 left, wind 040 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 35 left, Turkish 378, thank you. But let's close the flight deck door.
Turkish 6 X-ray November, hold short of runway 35 right.
35R, holding short, Turkish 6 X-ray November.
Turkish 3 Romeo Victor, wind 020 at 9er, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Let's get going.
Clear to land, Turkish 3 Romeo Victor.
Man flex SRS.
Northland 1016, contact departure. Good day. Turkish 6 X-ray November, hold short of runway 35 right.
And rotate.
5R, holding short, Turkish 6 X-ray November.
Positive right, gear up.
Approaching runway 35 left.
Left levers to climb.
378, contact departure.
Go to departure, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Departure, heading and left, Turkish 378, 2,000 feet, climbing 4,000.
Turkish 378, Yeşilköy, departure, radar, contact, climb 4,000.
Climb 4,000, Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Same altitude, 737.
No visual on the 737 Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, contact Istanbul Center on 128.325.
128.325, Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, traffic at your 3 o'clock, 2.8 miles, same altitude.
Got Alt Star. Istanbul Center, you can land Turkish 378 at 4,000 feet.
Turkish 378, Istanbul Center, hoş geldin. Arnavutköy. Istanbul, altimeter 1015, climb and maintain 11,000.
Climb and maintain 11,000, Turkish 378. Thrust climb and climb. Foxtrot Mike 090.
Climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Turkish 378. Passing 10,000, nose drops and the aircraft accelerates. Landing light off and retracted. We can also turn off the seatbelt signs if you want. And actually we have a constraint there, so let's go open climb. PDF says open climb. What does the company message say? These are just low sheets. Let's keep that open on the second MCDU. Alpha, transition altitude.
Climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Turkish 378. So the cabin's nice and cooled. Now what is that back below us? Towards the top of the ascent is scheduled.
Turkish 378, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Turkish 378. Scheduled for 16:25. That's in 1 hour and 25 minutes. I'm thinking maybe by the time we land at Tbilisi airport, the sun might have set, or it might be golden hour, but the sun's already rather low in the sky. But we'll see. And I think there's no constraints, 330, so we can just go climb. Well, FMA is leading climb. And that's it, we're on our way to Tbilisi. So managed climb speed is 299 knots or 0.78 Mach. So now at 299 knots. So recently I ordered the EFIS left side by WinWing, and I've already paid for it, but unfortunately it has not shipped yet. I'm eagerly awaiting this panel right here. That's going to be such an enormous pleasure to just push and pull the buttons, just turn them. I use these quite a lot, especially these two, and obviously to have a readout on your QNH right in front of you is also very handy. Sometimes you might be sitting in here, you know, looking at some systems, and then you still have this information right in front of you, which is very nice. And see if we can find the weather at our destination. Wow, that's windy there, man. Holy hell. Wind 320, 25 knots, gusting up to 36 knots. Cap OK, temperature 27, QNH 1011. And I believe this is no significant change, so I think this is pretty stable weather, if I understand this correctly. So 8 more minutes until we reach flight level 330, but our cruising altitude I believe was 350. Yes. Alright, so we saw a lot of wind at our destination, 320. So runway 31 left does make sense. Let's get to those charts. So runway 31 left, this is the ILS Yankee, 31 left approach, that's the one that we actually put in our MCDU. 31 left Yankees, I'm never sure which one to take. And that is, the localizer is India November Alpha 108.9. India November Alpha. .9. Course 309. 310. Never sure. I don't know why this always is. Almost always there's like 1 degree or something of a difference. Condition level 130. Glide starts at 4,000 feet, airport elevation 1,500, so that's 2,500 feet AGL at 7.5 nautical miles from the localizer. So, uniform Golf Tango Bravo, runway 31 left, we'll create a fixed there. Radio will be the reciprocal, that's going to be 130. 7.5, so let's put, that's the point where the glide slope will take us down. We cannot use decimals in the Airbus, so we'll use 8 nautical miles.
Turkish 378, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Turkish 378. And there's another example, so we were clear to 378. All I had to do was stay on this page and just dial the button right in front of my nose. And I will obviously still get out of it just to show it, so we have it right here, 350, and here as well. Not that difficult to comprehend, but I'm just really happy to be using it. It's just really cool. Okay, so that is what UGTB 31 left. Let's also do 15 nautical miles radius. So the glide slope at final fix 31 left. A little bit hard to see on the nav display. Maybe zoom in one more. Static go alarm procedure. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 7,000, when passing 6,000 you make a right turn to the TBS VOR, Tbilisi VOR, and that is direct to by ATC. So you might want to put in that Tbilisi VOR as well, TBS 113.7. Cool, so it's going to be very windy at our destination today. Like seriously windy, gusting up to 36 knots. So we're now at 0.78 Mach. The estimated fuel on board at arrival is 3.5, and our current fuel 6.8.
Aeroflot 641, descend to flight level 220.
Outstar.
Down to flight level 220, Aeroflot 641.
And that is flight level 350. Out cruise on the FMA. Cruise managed speed 0.78. To top of descent is 540 nautical miles at 1621. That's 1 hour and 6 minutes, 8 minutes.
Turkish 378, contact Ankara control on 132.15.
132.15, Turkish 378, cover. Ankara control, iyi akşamlar, Turkish 378, flight level 350, we are 15 nautical miles from Lagno.
Turkish 378, Ankara control, identified. Good evening.
So our arrival. So we got the, let's zoom in on this sucker. GIMUR 1 Alpha. Coming in via GIMUR. At or above flight level, or at above 10,000 feet, station altitude is 13,000. GIMUR 1 Alpha. So we do have some terrain in the area, 9,300 and 8,900. Basically, is getting us over that terrain.
Aeroflot 641, contact Odessa Radar Center on 134.675. Good evening.
Switching to 134.675.
US Basic on
641.
No. The minimum safe altitude is 8,900, 7,000. Here we got 9,300. So we should definitely mind the terrain here. At basic we should be 4,500 or above. Max 220 knots. So basic, do we have basic in our plan? I would think so, but let's have a look.
Descent to 14,000, expect lower.
18,000 for 14,000, Turkish 2.
Basic. And maybe we could change that to precisely 4,500. And TB101, 7,000. Not sure if we're able to fly it like this, but it surely might help if we try it like this with my piloting skills. And then TB100, 10,000 or higher. Let's just make that a hard constraint of 10,000. Which it almost already is. Do we have any speed constrictions there? It doesn't look like it. Here I have max speed 220 knots at basic, but that's already in there. 220 knots, 4,500. Top of descent 1620, 1 minute earlier. Yeah, so that might be a nighttime landing. That's the way it is.
November, climb to flight level 360.
So we have a company message. No ATC required, because we are not tardy, so that's cute.
Turkish 2, loud and clear.
We do have a bit of a tailwind, 24 knots. Let's see if we can
Korean Air 9981 out of flight level 370 for flight level 400.
Korean Air 9981, Ankara control, identified.
But we're still too far out.
Anchor control,
to receive
Turkish 8 checking in at flight level 340.
Turkish 8 identified.
But yeah, it's quite windy there. Report is from 1430 Zulu. There's an update. So right now, 320 at 27 knots. So before we had gusting up to 36 knots. Now it's just a steady 27 knots, which is still quite a lot. The wind coming from 320. But it's not too bad. It's not like a huge crosswind or anything, but it's still something. 310, so it's like a 10 degree angle. So it's not too crazy. But the wind is fairly high there, 27 knots.
Turkish 450 at flight level 310.
Alright, so I'm out of cool drink, so I'm going to get a new drink. I will hand over the comms to our invisible co-pilot sitting in the empty chair. And when I return, I'll take over. Fabian, you have the comms, you have the radio for a little bit until I get back, okay?
Alright, Arkady, I've got the radios. You take your time.
Cool, thank you.
I've got the radios, Arkady. You take your time.
Turkish 2, continue descent. Flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Turkish 2.
Korean Air 9981, climb flight level 430.
Up to flight level 430, Korean Air 9981.
flight level 310 for flight level 270.
Turkish 7, Roger. Good evening. Turkish 450, maintain 290 knots. Turkish 450. Airline 981, descend to flight level 440 at your discretion.
Leaving flight level 480 for flight level 440, Korean Air 9981.
Anchor Control Center 98 at flight level 320.
98 identified. Good evening.
Control 4 Juliet Hotel at flight level 310.
Juliet Hotel, Ankara Control, identified.
Alright, here we are again. So we got one refreshing drink and one iced coffee. I'm not generally a coffee drinker.
Turkish 6
but my
with you out
coffee
of
is
flight
nice.
level 340 climbing.
Turkish 6 identified.
So Fabian, thank you for the radios. I will take over the radio from now, okay?
Alright, Arkady, you've got the radios. I'll be here if you need anything.
Climb flight level 360.
Climbing to flight level 360, Turkish 6.
Oh, I never saw the little curtain there.
Turkish 6. Traffic 10 o'clock and 8 miles.
That
Crossing
looks
right
really
to
cool.
left. A heavy Boeing 777. Flight level 380.
Contact everyone you can, Turkish 6.
Sir, I hope you're doing well. He's holding his tummy. Oh, he might be nauseous. And here's the rest of the ordinary folks, just like you and me. And here we have the posh travelers. Hey man, if you got the money to travel first class and business class, why not? It's amazing. I think. I've never flown first class or business class myself.
Turkish 378. Contact
But
anchor
it looks
control
comfortable,
on
sure.
128, decimal 65.
Nippon 220 with you at flight level 340.
Oops, let's not fall down here. Right, so the time is 15:30. So top of descent in about 50 minutes at 16:19.
Descent flight level 240. Contact Odessa Radar Center on 134.675 so long.
Over to Odessa Radar Center on 134.675, all Nippon 220.
So this is our departure, our arrival airport. Runway 31 left. So likely vacate either Alpha or Bravo.
Turkish 2, climb and maintain flight level 320. Report level.
Leaving flight level 260 for flight level 320, Turkish 2.
Resume normal speed for Juliet Hotel.
So the latest weather report was 1500 Zulu. And we're still at that one. 320 at 27 knots.
Turkish 378, contact Ankara control on 128.65.
128.65, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Ankara control, reaction Turkish 378, flight level 350. We are 7 nautical miles from Sierra, India, November.
Turkish 378, Ankara control, identified. Good evening.
The tailwind is now 37, 38. Look at that. Top of the descent still scheduled for 16 and 19.
Turkish 6, descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect lower shortly.
Out of flight level 350 for flight level 310, Turkish 6.
Turkish 6, descend and maintain flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Turkish 6.
Turkish 7, speed mass 0.78. Turkish 6, continue descent to flight level 240.
Out of flight level 280 for flight level 240, Turkish 6.
Turkish 6, continue descent to flight level 200.
00, Turkish 6.
Turkish 6, descend to 15,000. Expect lower.
Turkish 6.
Juliet Hotel, descend to flight level 250. Expect lower.
They did it again.
Turkish 2, traffic 12 o'clock, 20 miles. A CRJ, crossing right to left at flight level 270. Juliet Hotel, descend to flight level 220. Expect lower at Gidzenko, third sector.
Again? What the hell, man? These ATC are speaking in tongues, I'm telling you. Yeah, there's some secret, obscure cult. It's so funny how these...
Turkish 2, descend to flight level 2330.
It's so funny how these language models, they're doing a really great job, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. But they're doing it, you know, we didn't have this 10 years ago, okay? And it's really cool. But, you know, sometimes they sound like scary as hell, you know? It's so funny. Let's see if there's a weather update. The time is 15:43 now. Probably not, unless it was issued at 15:30. This is still at 1500. Let's refresh. There is one at 15:30. Cool. So 320 is 25 knots. So it's 2 knots less. The wind direction is still the same. Cab OK, 26 degrees. QNH was 012. And at our alternate 2609 knots.
Turkish 450. Contact Odessa Radar Center on 134.675, so long.
Over to Odessa Radar Center on 134.675, Turkish 450.
Right, the top of the set is now 1617. It's about 30 minutes. We have no new messages. This is clear as well. And the time is now 54 minutes into the air. Or into the flight, I should say. So yeah, we dealt with a couple of, hopefully, successfully dealt with a couple of...
Juliet Hotel, continue descent. Flight level 190.
A couple of things on our flight plan. So after the top of descent we have TAGAR. This is just getting us down, I guess. But then at some point, TB100, we are at exactly 10,000 feet, speed 250 knots. And the TB101 was 7,000 or higher. And we set that to 7,000, hopefully to achieve a continuous descent in a proper way. But, you know, maybe we just get, we might just get vectors anyway. Let's actually have a look at our arrival. Yeah, I think we actually saw. Let's just double check here. Charts. This is our arrival. Yeah, the arrival is actually fairly simple. It's just a straight line anyway. So maybe like after TB101, they could all of a sudden like vectors into some point here rather than having us go to Basic and then take a left turn. Well, that could be one of the things to look out for.
Maintain flight level 200. Expect lower shortly.
Basically, the aircraft is counting on us flying the entire approach, right? So,
say Mach number.
Yeah, so that's always a little bit scary because that comes down all of a sudden to energy management on the fly, which is something I'm trying to get my head around a little bit more lately. Which is very interesting, but takes a lot of practice and a lot of understanding, which I have some, like enough to start learning, not necessarily to start executing, let alone telling people how to do it. I don't even know how to do it myself, but there are some things involved, like when you're, for instance, like 50 nautical miles from the airport, you can do some calculations, like what's our current altitude, what's our speed, and then you can do a quick calculation to see if you're a little bit high or low on the profile. Yeah, they're starting to speak in tongues again. So for instance, let's say we are here at TB101 at 7,000 feet and we'll go 250 knots. And let's say we are, for instance, what's the distance from here? Oh wait, I'm talking out of my ass here. This is TBS, so yeah, TB101. Yeah, so we're actually already quite close to the airport. This is probably like, I don't know, 15 nautical miles or something. We go to 15 times 3 is 45, and then let's say we're 250 knots, so we should be at 45 minus, I think, 2,000, so we should be at 2,500 feet, something like that. If they all of a sudden were, from this point, were to clear us to go straight to the airport, which is not going to happen in a straight line, obviously, but something like that. That's interesting. There's some very cool videos about this stuff.
Level 210.
And to try and help you out. Because that's the thing, the aircraft is just counting on flying the entire approach, you know, like flying from here to here to here, and then from Basic, and then, you know, in our case it will say vectors, but sometimes you have the entire approach all the way up until the final approach, you know, and that's all calculated. So basically, the distance to go, 371 nautical miles, is really like the track miles, not necessarily a straight line. For instance, we put the VOR there, but it's not receiving yet. That was the Tbilisi VOR, so TBS. So to test this, we could, for instance, go to our progress page and we say TBS VLR.
250, Turkish 7.
And then first we're going to have to specify which one. This is the top
Continue
one.
descent to 16,000.
And I think this is actually a straight line, 326 nautical miles. But 365 track miles to the airport. I mean, the VLR is pretty much right there at the airport, right? So that gives you an idea of the difference between track miles and, you know, distance to go. Is actually 363, but that's because it's counting on us flying the entire approach. So that's the problem when ATC will say, hey man, I got a shortcut for you, take a left turn heading 100 for instance. Yeah, sure, you do it, but then you end up being too high. So yeah, these are interesting things to try and prepare for. So top of descent there at TAGAR. Top of descent is
Climb
now
to flight level 240.
about 25 minutes, I would guess.
Leaving flight level 250 for flight level 240.
1616. Yeah, that's around 25 minutes.
Turkish 378. Contact Ankara Control on 126.25.
126.25, Turkish 378, bye-bye.
Dunkirk 498.
Ankara Control, iyi akşamlar, Turkish 378, flight level 350. You are at 64 nautical miles from Fallout.
Turkish 378, Ankara Control, identified. Good evening.
Yeah, so it looks like we got a weather report every 30 minutes. That means the next weather report will be at 1600. Our top of descent is 1616, so that's cool. Around, I'm not sure of how quick the aircraft is to get the new weather report. But if we were to get it like 10 minutes later, earlier we checked 10 minutes later. And yeah, then at least we have the current weather to put in our MCDU. And obviously, once we get closer, we are tuned. Where is it? We are tuned here on 132.8 till the 8 is on our COM2 radio. So that's just waiting in the background to be received. And then we'll also get the latest weather from there, straight from St. Engines. So when it starts, alright, well, we might still have a daylight landing, either daylight or a golden hour. The sun is not yet too low, I would think. The airport is already in sight. Well, we are at pretty much maximum zoom here, 320 miles. And the track miles to go. 330. I'm still having some tailwind for today's flight. 94 knots at the moment.
Turkish 2, climb to flight level 320.
So I think the yellow one means the track that we're flying. So basically we're flying into that direction. And the green diamond is our nose, is to the left. If I'm not mistaken, that's relative. But yeah, cool. Looking forward to setting this baby down at Tbilisi Airport. Fuel now 5,000, 4.980. Estimated fuel aboard 3.8 when we land.
498, climb to flight level 360. Up to flight level 360, center 498.
In about 20 minutes until the top of descent.
Level 400.
Climbing flight level 400, center 498.
Yankee November. Descend, flight level 200, below discretion.
7 Yankee November.
So hopefully in about 3 minutes we should have the latest weather report. So 258 in a straight line from the VOR. 296 to that track line.
Traffic 12 o'clock and 20 miles. Crossing right to left.
On TCAS, no visual, center 498.
Center 498. Continue climb flight level 430.
Up to flight level 430, center 498.
Turkish 7. Climb and maintain flight level 320. Report level dip.
Leaving flight level 290 for flight level 320, Turkish 7.
Alright, so our top of descent is now about 20 minutes. 16:15. And I can
Turkish
see on
climb
St.
and maintain flight level 320. Report level.
Zulu, runway 31 left. Let me show you right here. Pilot Zulu 31 left. Pilot 31 left Zulu. Catigum 1 Alpha. Now what does this mean? Let's see if there's a weather report. 15:30. Still 15:30. So ILS Zulu will be this one. We're still at the same localizer, 108.9. That's in our RedNav page, 108.9, India, November Alpha. Flight slope will start at 4,000 feet, also at 7.5 nautical miles, so that changes nothing. So probably, let's see, 90, 4,000 feet.
November, descend and maintain 1000. Expect lower shortly.
Let's go to 10 for the decision altitude, 210 feet above the ground level. But nothing really that I can see changes. Take us from basic to native. Do we have that now in our flight plan, perhaps? Basic. And then native, so we'll get vectors probably over there. So let's go performance page and next. And see if we can enter our destination data. We would like to have the latest weather report really. Time is 16:01 Zulu. Let's see if there's updates. Alright, so let's keep this open for a little bit longer before we enter our data. But we could enter the decision altitude 210. Because that's not dependent on the weather but on our approach, so we can enter that. Transition level was 130. I'm never sure. There's our weather.
All runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. Tbilisi International Airport. Information Tango. 1530 Zulu.
This 15.
Arriving and departing runways 31 left.
So that's still at from 15:30. We like the latest weather report, but usually it's a couple of minutes in the simulator, and then we'll get our latest weather.
Turkish 2, descend and maintain flight level 260.
So transition level. Let's actually listen in for the transition level.
Aero 12. Density altitude 3300 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. Tbilisi International Airport. Information Tango. 1530 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 31 left, 31 right. Wind 320 at 25. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 26, dew point 16. QNH 1012. Density altitude 3300 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
Then we'll just refer to the charts, but I thought it was 13,000, just like our departure airport. Let's update this one. Still 15:30. Transition level, flight level 130.
pilot reported flight level 290, if you have it.
Moderate choppers requested higher Turkish 2.
That's turning from ROLIN to TAGAR, and the TAGAR will also be our top of descent. That's for 13 minutes.
Turkish 378, contact Tbilisi radar on 133.4.
133.4, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Tbilisi radar, good evening, Turkish 378, flight level 350. We are 107 nautical miles from TAGAR.
Turkish 378, Tbilisi radar identified, good evening. Arm Rider 394, descent to flight level 200, pilot's discretion.
And approach looks to be 134.6. So we could maybe pre-dial it.
Arm Rider 394, traffic 1 o'clock, 15 miles, same direction. A regional jet at flight level 250.
Well, the approach on St. Engines says 124.425, so we'll see about that. Let's get the weather. 1530. It's still 1530, so that hasn't updated yet. So it's already 6 minutes into the new weather, and we have not had an update. Let's listen in.
10. Sky clear. Temperature 26, dew point 16. QNH 1012. Density altitude 3300 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Tbilisi International Airport, information Tango. 1530 Zulu.
Yeah, so that's the old weather. Estimated time of arrival will be 16:39, but it's in about 32 minutes. I saw the path is taking us clear from the terrain, so it's good.
Arm Rider 394, descend and maintain flight level 170, expect lower shortly.
Leaving flight level 210 for flight level 170, Arm Rider 394.
That's still the old weather.
E6. QNH 1012. Density altitude 3300 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
Alright, so we're still on Tango. request new weather, 1600 Zulu.
Density altitude 3200 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read Baikal runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Tbilisi International Airport, information uniform. 1600 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 31 left, 31 right. Wind 320 at 24. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 25, dew point 16. QNH 1012. Density altitude 3200 feet.
Contact Tbilisi radar on 134.45.
134.45, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Right, so we got our latest information. Let's contact Tbilisi radar. Tbilisi radar, good evening. Turkish 378, flight level 350. We are 56 nautical miles from TAGAR.
Turkish 378, Tbilisi radar identified. Good evening.
Good evening, and for your information, we have information uniform, Turkish 378. Alright, so 320 at 24. QNH 1012. Temperature 25. This giving us final approach speed of 145, fuel S 137. Maybe we should request a little bit of an early descent since we're being blown forward quite fast or rapidly. Tbilisi radar, Turkish 378, flight level 350. We are 42 nautical miles from TAGAR.
Turkish 378, Tbilisi radar identified. GIMUR Jobashan.
Tbilisi radar, Turkish 378, request descent.
Request received.
Turkish 378 requesting descent.
Turkish 378, descend via GIMUR 1 Alpha into Tbilisi, landing north, altimeter 2988.
Descend via the GIMUR 1 Alpha. Altimeter 2988, Turkish 378. Okay, so they're giving us a weird altimeter there. So we should have 1012. And we can start descending. Maybe let's start with the first constraint, I think, was then 10,000. Let's do that. Descent. Max descent now. Alright, so right now we're still a little bit below our descent profile. First deviation 1370, 1400 and increasing. Our tailwind 90 knots. We're about to catch up with the profile. We have a company message, it's probably the telex. Gate assigned, terminal gate 117. It's a very straightforward airport, so we won't have to search for long. That's there to the right, so we'll vacate either at Alpha or Bravo. Then we'll get onto Bravo, Charlie, and then 117 is to the right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 to the right. The time is 16:17. Yeah, so let's turn on the seatbelt sign. So we're about to catch up with the glide path, if you will, of the descent path, thrust idle. Let's see if the aircraft manages the descent to 10,000 feet nicely on its own. We're getting a little bit high there, but nothing too crazy yet. Receiving the VOR now, 81 miles. That's in a straight line. The Phoenix has this message, but the volume is so low. I have not found a way to turn up that volume. Nor have I made it my life's work, but yeah. So we're still nicely on the descent profile here. That's we're getting golden hour right now. Look at that. Beginning to look very nice. Let's start recording flight echo so we can make a landing replay later. Going to 5,000 feet. So 84 track miles to go. So the winds this evening will be 25, excuse me, will be 24 knots. But it's coming from 320, so that's not too crazy. Right, so GIMUR is in 7 miles, and then up next is TB100, where we should be at 10,000 or above. But we said, I thought we said 10,000. I think the aircraft is saying it will make it at 12,950. Well, let's go open descent for a little bit. And we'll increase our speed. Let's go, let's say 310 knots. We should get us down a bit quicker. There you go, there's the blue arrow indicating 10,000 feet. The auto brake is armed. It looks like maybe we need a little bit of vertical speed. Let's try that. $2,500 feet per minute. Let's go a little bit before, 2,600. I'm just eyeballing the blue arrow there. Oh, that's now not on the screen, that's a pity.
Turkish 378, contact Tbilisi, approach on 127.2.
127.2, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Tbilisi approach, good evening, Turkish 378, flight level 174, descending via our star. That was fake.
Turkish 378, Tbilisi approach, good evening, expect the ILS Zulu runway 31 left approach into Tbilisi.
ILS 31 Zulu into Tbilisi, Turkish 378, thank you. Alright, looks like we'll make that there at 10,000 feet. Let's use a bit of a speed brake. Transition altitude. Just trying to reach 10,000 feet here. Then once we're at 11,000, let's hit descent mode again. Manage speed, manage descent. Because we need to get our speed down to 250 knots. Track miles 41. So we should be, I think, 12,000. Yeah, we should be around 10,000 feet, so it looks like a little bit high. We still have the speed brakes out. Alt star. Let's keep on going to 7,000. There's a warning for our speed brake still being extended, but that's what we want at the moment. I'm loving these colors, man. Let's go open descent. Plus idle, open descent. Let's go basic, 4,500. And speed 220. Not sure if that was too smart. Looks like we'll not make that. Alright, let's keep our speed. 250 knots.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. We still have our speed brakes out. Speed brake retracted. Let's see what this does. I think we should be good.
Tbilisi Radar Center, good evening, Armrider 394, flight level 140.
Armrider 394, Tbilisi Radar Center, identified, continue.
Tower hopefully 119 or decimal 0. Let's decelerate some more. Speed brakes. speed L star. We still have our speed brakes extended. Flaps 1. Final approach speed.
Turkish 378, turn left, heading 125. Vectors for the ILS Zulu, runway 31 left approach.
Left heading 135, Turkish 378. That is actually a right turn. Speed brake retracted. So 4,500, 220 knots. Let's reduce our speed.
Tbilisi Radar Center, good evening. Arm Rider 394, flight level 120.
Let's go 195 knots. And I will go flaps 2.
Tbilisi Radar Center, Arm Rider 394, flight level 080.
Final approach speed is 145
Arm Rider
knots.
394, Tbilisi Radar Center, identified. Good evening. Turn left, heading 350.
Turn left heading 350, Turkish 378. Flaps 2. Let's go speed 180 knots.
Turkish 378, 8 miles from Foxtrot, Foxtrot 31, Lima. Turn left, heading 350. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS Zulu runway 31 left approach.
Left heading 350 and descend and maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the runway 31 left approach, Turkish 378. Right, localizers armed, flaps 3. Alt star, speed alt star. Let's go speed 160. Flaps full. Engine start selector to start. Ground spotters are armed, flaps are full. We have all our lights, APUs on. Hey Doc, how are you doing, man? Nice of you to join in, dude. Hope you're doing well. We're just about to land.
Radar Center from Soleil 75.
Localizer, lock star, localizer captured.
France Soleil 75021, Tbilisi Radar Center identified. Proceed on course. France Soleil 7501 contact. Yerevan control on 127.6.
127.6, France Soleil 7501, good day.
Let's go
Tbilisi Radar Center, France Soleil 7501, 9,000.
I'm good, thanks.
France Soleil 7501, Tbilisi Radar Center identified.
So arm the approach.
Turkish 378, contact Tbilisi Tower on 119.0.
Going to Tower 119.0, Turkish 378, bye-bye. Tower, good evening, Turkish 378, localizer 31 left established. We are 10 nautical miles.
Turkish 378, Tbilisi Tower, go ahead.
Tbilisi Tower, Turkish 378. We are established localizer 31 left. We are 9 nautical miles.
Turkish 378, runway 31 left, winds 320 at 24, gusting 35. Cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 31 left, Turkish 378. Alright, we got our landing clearance for 8 nautical miles. Let's wait a little bit with our gear. That is our runway.
2,500.
All aircraft be advised, information Victor is now current, altimeter 2988.
Miles. Let's drop the gear. Gear is coming. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing, please. Standing by to disengage the autopilots. AP2 off, autopilot off.
Approaching runway 31 left.
Above. Minimum.
Flight slow.
Continue. Whoops.
50, 40, 30,
flare,
20,
and idle.
Retard. Drive.
Welcome to Tbilisi, everybody. Report. And just a idle, flaps up. And then we'll vacate to the right, get ourselves onto Bravo and then Charlie for gate 117. Tower, Turkish 378, request taxi gate 117.
Turkish 378, exit at Bravo if able. Taxi to terminal gate 117 via Bravo. Charlie, monitor this frequency.
We'll stay on this frequency and we'll go to gate 117 via Bravo and Charlie. Thank you. Turkish 378.
Turkish 378, taxi to terminal gate 117 via Bravo, Charlie. Good day.
Landing lights off. Hey, Docs, yeah man, the 350 flight, well the first 350 flight went totally crazy. The GSX was, I think GSX was causing all kinds of weird slewing effects on our aircraft. So that flight had to be aborted and then through that later, and it went, everything went fine. It just didn't use GSX. Yeah, yeah, you're right, this landing was a little bit floaty indeed. But it wasn't too crazy. I'm curious to see the landing replay, see what that's going to look like. See if that's still recording. Yes. Yeah, so this is the Tbilisi C3. I purchased this maybe through Orbix or something, I'm not really sure. This is actually the only scenery that I ever purchased. So Charlie and Bravo. I think 117, then it should be here on the right. There you go. Is this it right here, or do we go to the end? I'm not sure, let's stop here. Parking brake set. So yeah, welcome to Tbilisi. Oh, that's looking cool. Let's turn off the nozzle steering lights. And yeah, that little screenshot. Yeah, it looks cool, man. I'm liking it. Alright guys, that's it. We landed safely. Hopefully we'll get the landing replay shortly. Thank you very much for checking. Docs, thanks again for checking in, man. You're always welcome on the channel. It's nice of you to join us. Say hi, dude. I really appreciate that. and I'll see you all at the next video. Everybody stay funky. Bye-bye.